Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be continuing what if Itati took Naruto and Sasuke. So last left this part off with, all the other villages declaring that Naruto and the Akatsuki are, bad people. So, Naruto, they go back to the Akatsuki hideout and everybody's trying to ask Naruto what's their next move, because Naruto's whole idea was for them to just fully take all the tail beasts. That way no village they can squash any beef between villages. But not since the villages think that they are just doing that for their own personal gain, and then fugitives of the villages, they don't know what they're supposed to do. And Naruto's for the time being, we should just go into hiding. And Pain's whole ideals from a long time ago, witnessing everybody betraying Naruto and him, and everybody in the Akatsuki that helped defeat Kaguya and Madara and all of them. His old habits are starting to resurface a little bit, so he's starting to he's pissed off. So he's so why don't we just take the villages by force? And Sakura kind of agreed with him, because they have most of all the tail beasts, and they have some of the strongest tail beasts, and the literal last remaining Uchiha, and Pain, which has the Rinnegan. So there's not many people that can stop them. And Naruto was like, no, we should just, keep our heads down for a bit. And they don't I'm gonna say yeah, so they agreed to disagree with Naruto. They agreed to do it, but they said they wouldn't if the time arise for them to if their cover gets blown and they have to fight, they'll fight no matter what Naruto says. So they go into hiding for a month or two, and 2 months. And they all stay in contact with each other because of seals on them. So they can still teleport throughout. And I'm gonna say the information got tossed back to Konohamaru, so yeah, he's not doing anything necessarily right now. But once the Raikage hears about how Konohamaru was involved in the Akatsuki, he sends his own version of the Anbu members to kidnap Konohamaru to kind of get to force Naruto out. And the Raikage told the Hidden Leaf about this, but since Naruto and the Akatsuki are fugitives, they can't necessarily do anything. And even if they tried to fight the Raikage, they have the 8 tails, and the Hidden Leaf has no tails. Have no tail beasts. Or any fairly skilled shinobi besides Tsunade and a few others. So they kind of let it happen, and they just send forces there to try to subdue Naruto and take him back to the Hidden Leaf village, or kill him if worse comes to worse. So word gets back to Naruto, and the Raikage forgot that Naruto had put a seal in the capital, kind of where the Raikage was at when the Zetsu attacked him and took Killer B. So he's basically telling Konohamaru when Naruto gets here, he's gonna kill him, and all the villages agree that Naruto's just a nuisance and he shouldn't, and the Akatsuki and everything. The only village that has not agreed with him is the Sand Village, and that's only because one of Gaara's friends, I don't remember which one I put in charge, I think it was either Tamari or the puppet dude. One of Garo's friends is in like power there, so yeah, they're not beefing with Naruto and them. So they're not like the Sand Village kind of just kept out of it, so like a passive zone. So that's where like most of the Akatsuki's at. So when when the Kazekage tells Gaara that they took Konohamaru, Gaara uses the seal and teleports to Naruto and tells Naruto. Naruto reassembles the Akatsuki, and where Pain was at Pain was in the Rain Village, whatever that one village that Jiraiya had died in. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, him, Conan, Zabuza, Kakuzu, Kisame, Rin, and Obito were at that village, and like the people that were with Naruto was basically it was Itachi, Sasuke, Gaara, Hinata, Tenten, Sakura, and then like everybody else was scattered throughout. So, oh yeah, and if I didn't say it earlier, I forgot. The fuck was her name? Rin and Conan is with Pain in Obito, and Kakashi, fuck, I put way too many people in the Akatsuki. Kakashi, Kakashi and Kadin have kind of been like just vibing out, like basically getting to know each other. No, I'm not shipping them. Do not say I am. I swear to fucking God. That is like rape and incest on totally different fucking levels. Anyway, so they basically reassemble, and like Naruto's not playing any games because like he sent a message to every village via a crow from Itachi. Like he's not trying to fight them, but if push comes to shove, he will destroy every village with no hesitation. Or kill the Raikages and put his people in office. Or the Hokages and put his people in office. So, yeah. And basically, like, when Naruto hears about this, and he thinks about, like, Konohamaru probably was, like, the only other person besides Shikamaru and them that actually, like, vibed with Naruto. And Konohamaru didn't even know Naruto like that. So Naruto, he's mad. And the Nine Tails in his head hyping him up like, yeah, bro, let's go get him. So, like, now, like, the Akatsuki appears, and they're not even wearing, like, the original Akatsuki robes. They're kind of just wearing, like, all black robes, like, to signify that they're no longer the Akatsuki. They're just, like, there. Like, they're just comrades of sorts. So, the Raikage, the leader of the Mist Village, the leader of the Mist Village, the Leaf Village, and Cloud. Fuck, I can't remember the other one. In the Stone Village, they're all kind of like just sitting there, and Tsunade basically tells Naruto like it's not too late. You can just come back to the Leaf Village and suffer for your crimes. And Naruto like looks at her and was like, crimes of what? And she basically like, so let me give y'all the rundown of why the future is. So Danzo had a plan. There was one Abu member that stayed in the village that was a very good at transformation jutsus. And what he did was when Naruto killed Danzo, like right before all of that happened, he transformed into Naruto, basically making himself seem like a shadow clone. And he was going throughout, like, destroying parts of the Leaf Village, killing people, like, killing higher-ups in different villages. And the only reason why the Sand Village don't hate Naruto is because that dude got killed by one of the Stone Village's shinobi before he can get to the Sand Village. So, yeah. And when he got killed, the transformation stayed on until his like body rotted away. It was kind of like one of his. It was a very unique kick again kind that he had. That's what I'm saying. Danzo genetically engineered that specific person. Some people might be like, "How is that possible?" Yeah, shut the fuck up. Anyway, so, um, Danzo, yeah, like that was Danzo like last trump card, kind of, like his last play against Naruto. So, like Naruto's like I didn't do any of that. If I wanted to kill people or destroy villages or anything like that, I would have killed y'all. And I would have killed each and every last one of y'all by myself. There would have been no need for my friends. And Naruto was like, and for future references, Tsunade, Konohamaru was a citizen of the Hidden Leaf Village, and you let the Raikage take him. Why? And she was like, it's not like we can fight him given the fact that our tailed beast is running around here acting like he's the ruler of everything. And Naruto was like, I tried to help people other than like what y'all did with like he was like, I tried to help people. And then Tsunade like was like, we tried to help people too. The Hidden Leaf helps people all the time. So Naruto reminds her right like, oh, so what about, you know, not the Akatsuki, the Uchiha clan. I just woke up, y'all. I'm so fucking sorry. The Uchiha clan, and Tsunade, cause like knowing, cause like she's the Hokage, so she kind of knows what happens, and like Sasuke, even though that he doesn't hold malice toward the like toward the village itself, he hates the Hokages for letting that happen. And Itachi doesn't feel right. He think like one of his deep thoughts is he should have died and let his brother live because he thinks he should atone in a different way. Itachi thinks he should have atoned with his life rather than living on. So, but only he knows that. No one else does. But yeah. So, Tsunade was like, we tried to help the Uchiha clan, and Sasuke gets mad and speaks up, and he was like, that's bullshit, because if you would have tried to help him, you wouldn't have had my brother kill off my entire fucking family, my entire clan. Like, come on. Just be like, if it wasn't for the second Hokage, none of this would have happened. Think about it. The second Hokage hated the Uchiha clan so much that by the time the third Hokage got in office, it was over. Like, you couldn't do anything about it. And shit, I forgot. Oh yeah, Tsunade like basically was like, we tried, but y'all were planning a coup d'etat, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm gonna say coup d'etat because I don't give a fuck. Itachi was like, that's only because y'all were treating us like we were just there, like we were just weapons and objects as tools, and that's it. That's what you thought of us. And Naruto was like, and so with that being said, who would you try to help? I mean, because from my understanding, I've helped more people than y'all ever have, unwillingly. And let's be honest, I'm pretty sure if I would have stayed in the village when I was younger, my life wouldn't have been the same. Because let's be honest, all I heard when I came back to the village after, all that period in time was, that's the Nine Tails, that's the Nine Tails. So I was being the Nine Tails. Oh, okay, I just had to make sure. And when I did come back to the village for the Chunin exams, all I got was hate. When I didn't even do anything. And the Raikage was like, that's enough conversation, you know. Let's just get rid of them. So basically, like, everybody starts fighting. And Sakura, like, tries to plead with Tsunade to tell her, like, you can't just do this, you know, as your former apprentice. You can't just send your soldiers to their deaths. And Sakura may seem like she's still soft, but Sakura, after like every village betrayed her, kind of like, yeah, they betrayed her, because she was a fugitive in almost every village except for the Sun village. She kind of got like sadistic in nature. Like, Naruto doesn't even know how she got this fucking sick. So probably because she was chilling out in the Hidden Mist village, and since she was a Jujutiki, in order for her to kind of like survive around there, like, she was with Naruto for most of the time, but like for like a few months, she was like, not a few months, but like a month and a half, like before, you know, the whole like thing went down. She was chilling in the she was chilling in the Mist village, so that, you know, that whole little thing happened. And shit. So like, as she's pleading with Tsunade, Tsunade was like, sorry, my hands are tied. And she looks at Sakura, and Sakura like starts smiling. And Tsunade looks at her again and is like, are you good? And Sakura's like, oh no, I'm fine. I just needed to make sure that you were willing to let your soldiers die. And Tsunade looks at her like, what do you mean willing? Like, there are way more of them than there is you. And she was like, yeah, but you forget. And like, she turns into that state, like that little weird armor. Basically, Sakura's built like a tank, like that little weird, you know how the Three Tails has like that armor plating around his body? She has that, like the transformation that I gave all of them, besides Naruto, because he has KCM mode. She has like armor plating around her body. And Son Goku has like fur and shit, and the Two Tails has like blue flames emanating off of her. So yeah, that shit, yeah. And Gaara just has like little the fuck is it called? Shit, I can't remember. Like the little weird shit on his body, like the little weird tattoos that the One Tails has. So like, she transfers into that state and she just starts killing people with no remorse. And Tsunade kind of like realizes like this isn't going in their favor. And the Raikage powers up in like his little lightning cloak state. And he calls out Naruto. And Naruto's just sitting there. Like, Naruto was done talking after, like, they sent the soldiers. So like, Naruto has just been sitting there. And Kisame and Zabuza was kind of killing anybody that got too close to Naruto. So, Kakashi, like, fuck, how can I explain it? So, Kakashi, using Kamui, kind of like took Konohamaru to the Kamui dimension with Obito and Rin. And they had Kamui back into the reality using Kamui back into reality behind Naruto. And like, the Raikage got mad, so he kind of tried to get over there and, you know, stop them from stop them from getting away. And he's like, fuck, the Raikage was like, I won't let you run away this time. And before like the Raikage even got to them, Naruto, not even in his KCM mode, because Naruto has fully Naruto is trained to the point where he's damn near faster than the Raikage without using his KCM mode. And since the Raikage was expecting him to power up into his KCM and not just charge him fully, like just charge him head on, since he wasn't expecting that, he was kind of caught off guard by it. And Naruto, like, in mid-air, it's like everybody's seen this, and like, Naruto was like, who said anything about running? And he stabs the Raikage in his shoulder because the Raikage was able to move out the way fast enough to not sustain an injury to the heart or anything like that, or any major organ. So Naruto looks up, like, because Naruto's had a hood on this entire time. So Naruto looks up, and Naruto's like, you know what? Y'all are right. Maybe I am bad news. Because at the end of the day, and then he powers up into like his KCM mode, and he was like, I'm stronger than everyone here. Literally, I'm the strongest person here. And Sasuke kills somebody, and it was like, arguably, and so Naruto turns around and was like, shut the fuck up. And Itachi was like, I'll put all y'all under Genjutsu, keep playing with me. Infinite Tsukuyomi, your ass. And Sasuke was like, I'm good, fam. And Naruto basically replies back with, bro, you can't put a Jinchuriki underneath an Infinite Tsukuyomi. And Itachi replies back with, Madara did it, I can. Or under Genjutsu. And he was like, Madara did it, Obito did it, so I can do it. And like, Kage gets back up, and he uses, like, Tsunade turns on like her little 100 healings jutsu, and she jumps down there with him. And Naruto looks at Tsunade and was like, you can't be serious, right? And Tsunade was like, I can't let you just go around doing what you want anymore. And Naruto looks at her and was like, Tsunade, you can't be serious, right? And Sasuke jumps, like, not Sasuke, like, Tenten comes, like, because all Tenten has been doing was, like, the same thing that Konan was doing. Like, she was just shooting, like, because Konan, you know, she could turn her bombs and, like, she could turn her paper into explosives, but since Tenten's bombs can't turn into, since Tenten's metal can't turn into explosives, all she's been doing is folding them into like little sharp spears and shooting them down into the crowds. So like the rest of the like sand, like the Kages come down, and Naruto's like, this isn't happening. You know, I was hoping just to kill the Raikage and, you know, consume control over, you know, his land, and, you know, everything would become out in peace. But since you insist, I guess I have no choice. So he the Raikage was like, there's no way you can beat all three of us, because it's only three, because, you know, the Sand Village isn't there. And, you know, the Mist Village didn't have a Mizukage because Pain was there. And Sakura was there wreaking fucking havoc, so, you know, that's nice. I don't know if the Rain Village was in the Mist Village, but yeah, I'm gonna just say it was. I don't know. I think they were the same village. They were just, yeah, I don't fucking know. But yeah, either way it go, Sakura was technically, like, Sakura wasn't legally dubbed the Mizukage of the Rain Village, of the Mist Village, but she's sadistic and cruelty wise, she was. So, like, yeah. So that's like not Tsunade, but like Sakura's little area. And like Sasuke, Itachi, Obito, and Kakashi, cause like at this point in time, Kakashi doesn't even have, like, he has a Sharingan, but it's the one that Obito gave him, so they'll still have like the same thing. But he has a Rinnegan too, cause Pain gave him one and then threw himself back into the King of Hell to re-get his eyes. So yeah, he was kind of doing like a free fucking giveaway of eyes. So yeah, that was nice. And So when they all get there, like when they get, well, they're just standing there, and like the Raikage tries to like move up on like Naruto, basically trying to tackle Naruto. He gets Kamui away into the dimension with Obito, Rin, and Kakashi. It's fucking God Squad. Anyway, so yeah, the Raikage is stuck in there. They put Itachi puts the stone village Hokage underneath a Genjutsu. So yeah, he's stuck in that. Well, the infinite Tsukuyomi. So yeah, he's just basically dying all the time to him. And Sasuke does the same thing to Tsunade. And Naruto was basically sitting there. And then he powers down and he just starts walking away. And the Raikage gets Kamui back out into the actual reality. And he's all beaten up and bruised and things like he's beaten damn near to death. And like in the same breath, Tsunade falls to her knees and she coughs up a little blood because she basically just died like over 1,000 times in the course of like 10 minutes. So did the other Hokage. And Naruto was like, I'll leave y'all with this. If y'all ever start a war, I will be there to put it out. But in the same breath, if you try to start one with me, I'll show no mercy next time. And they all just kind of vanish. And Sakura is still there. And Naruto comes back and grabs Sakura and was like,